It's just about that time. Once more, gamers. Gotta post some links. We're getting buttoned up. We are live 2 minutes before the match should be beginning. Stick with me. Gaming is gonna occur so soon. Winners finals of Old Money 2. Can you believe that? I can. This tournament started like forever ago, low-key. Like the stream, share the stream. Let's go. Zetscord member knexhawk has made winners finals. Crazy. Posting the stream in places. Let's go. Bow, 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 bow. Community content. Well. Singing Crow, welcome. Welcome to stream. I am almost ready to go. Where is Next going to be posting the links to this is my only question. I bet it's going to be posted, Rev. I think they will probably put it in Live Battle Circuit. That's what I imagine is going to happen, at least. Gamers, I'm here. I'm wearing my Lions gear, even though we lost week 1. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Also, we're trying something new today. If we get some chatters in here at some point, I'm curious. I have updated the settings. We've been talking about this latency thing. I have made it from normal latency, which is basically like a 30-second delay between me pushing the stream out to you getting it. Now it's going to be, I hope it's going to be like nearly instant. I think that I'm going to say shit, you can respond. Janex is saying next for invite. If you're in the chat right now, respond with anything like now, so I can see what kind of a latency we're dealing with. Just say but like a single thing. Oh my god, that was like 5 seconds. Yo, okay, we're like real fucking time with it now, boys. Let's go. That's huge. Oh, that's so sick. That's so much more fun. When there was like the delay, it always felt like I was like catching up with you guys. You guys were catching up with me. I'm trying to recontextualize everything you guys are saying. But we're back. Guys, Eric is no slouch, by the way. Nexhawk has made quite the damn run to make it all the way to winners finals. Yeah, there's like no delay. This is dope as shit. Kinky the Slinky, welcome to Nexus. Hello. Dr. Brewer in the house. Eric made it to very deep in Revival 2. And if you guys were following Revival 2, you may recall he faced off against ABR. ABR using a Whale Lord team at one point. Took ABR to Game 3. Won Game 2 off of ABR. And then brought the same exact team that won Game 2 to Game 3. Maybe not what I would recommend, but at the same time, would I have taken a game off of ABR? Probably not. I would also not encourage Eric to listen to me. Keep doing your fucking thing. I'm a big fan of both of these gamers. And as soon as this set begins, we're gonna be moving. I'm on the lookout. I am watching for the links to drop. It's not on Smog Tours, sadly. It is not Smog Tours. So right now we've got, I think this is Rev 3. Looks like this is actually over. Jumpy, welcome. I could not agree more. Yeah, I mean, ABR is literally undefeated in... Oh no, he didn't win Revival 1. He won Gymvite 1 and Revival 2, right? But still, ABR was on a damn tear. And I don't think he dropped many games in that tournament. So for Eric to take that game, that was pretty hype. I would never dare try to take that away from Eric. And for that reason, to me, Eric is one of the more exciting up-and-coming players. Yeah, third in Rev 1 losing to Sappy. I was just rewatching parts of that set earlier today while getting ready for the stream. Jumpy, I know that we've announced that you're going to be joining us for Replay of the Week this upcoming Tuesday, but I could use a co-caster if you want to hop on a call. Let me know. And here we go, folks. This is it. We are gaming. It's game 1. Jumpy, if you're interested, shoot me a DM. No worries either way. But here we go. Turn 2. Let's get caught up. It was a meta lead. knexhawk goes to Snorlax immediately. Is the music too loud, by the way? How are we, folks? How are we feeling? Are we good? Let me know if we're good or if we're bad. Somewhere in between. I fucking love Bagels versus Eric. And yeah, we're just going to curse up. Lax tanking 2 Thunderbolts outside of sand rather well. Alright, the music sound is good. Canyon Smoke on Go Mirage Tower Trappers. Oh, Double Edge doesn't quite kill, and now Thunderbolt did as little as 21%, as much as 25%. So even Shadow Ball coverage would kill the Zapdos here. And that's what will come down. Eric can revenge this with just about anything. Music slightly loud. Turn it down just a bit. There we go. It's Houndoom. Well, Pursuit should... Pursuit might not actually do 10. It's unlikely for the Lax to be able to do anything else. It's only at 10%, so I don't see much of a reason for Nex to try to save it. Unless he thinks that Eric has spikes somewhere. This Houndoom represents a spin blocker. Eric could have a spinner elsewhere, but it's a more aggressive spin blocker. Or a Pursuit Trapper, obviously. Pardon me. King Brad's... Bro, you traded your spec off check 1-for-1 with Zap. knexhawk known to bring a Dawn fan every once in a while. Maybe a Steelix. And Nex taking a while to think of his move. I was in a similar situation recently where I had a Tyranitar, I think, that was like very, very low health. And the opponent thought I was going to switch to save it. They clicked Pursuit. It barely didn't kill. I Revenge Earthquaked them. Because it was a Dug Trap on my lead tar. They Dug Trapped me. It didn't quite kill. I had like 4%, went up to 10. And they clicked Pursuit thinking surely this is going to kill. Especially if he leaves. But even if he doesn't, it probably kills. I stay in, click Earthquake, and they forfeited. knexhawk Nation hoping something similar to happen here. And Nex has taken over a minute. This could be the biggest set. Yeah, and it was a Pursuit click, and Nex opted to stay in. Obviously, CalcDex always makes a lot of assumptions. Who fucking knows? But apparently that could have been a roll. Maybe there's a world where Lax can somehow actually take less than 10%, and maybe he gets an explosion off or a double edge to trade 2-for-1. And Nex just gonna DD up with T-Tar immediately. Huh. Probably wasn't hoping that there was a Swampert in the back. And now this is kind of an awkward spot. Do you still go to trade down? You can... Okay, double edge. You should easily live Earthquake, insert water move here. And you can full send another one. Jumpy, that's probably true. Oh, crit double edge, my god. And both Pokemon will go down. Okay. Nex has traded T-Tar and Snorlax for Zapdos and Swampert. Verbatim left, Tiger Suit joined. A lot of eyeballs on this match, folks. Somebody who's good at the game, tell me if you think that this is better for Nex or Eric. We have to make some assumptions and predictions about what is in the back, but yeah, I mean, this looks like a mix-off team from Nex. If it were like a rock spam structure that I'm familiar with like the El Clasico and everything, it's like the only team I know. But you love getting rid of Swampert. Then you have your Arrow in the back. What's to stop Arrow? But I don't know that I would expect an Arrow here. Salamence has arrived. Metagross probably likes Pert and Zapgon. Incredibly true. Eric with a Fortress. And Eric probably hoping that this isn't Mixed Ments. Could go Houndoom on represented Fire move. But if it's HP Fly click, that's not great. And the Registeel gaming is continuing. Registeel, the hottest Pokemon in ADVOU right now. A lot of people for a while, for months now, ever since Metacham rose to OU, have been talking about Raikou as the next Pokemon that needs to rise up. But is it possible that, Breloom getting Thunder Wave, could Registeel actually usurp Raikou and become the next Pokemon to rise to OU first? Claydol in the bag, and the whole team has been revealed. We still don't know what kind of immense this is. I gotta say, I like the situation for Nex. We don't know anything about the meta either. Flanky, welcome to the stream. Yeah, with no Zap, no Pert, the Breloom has been paralyzed. The Houndoom is still scary unless this is a Jill. But other than that, the Metagross looks really, really strong and annoying to deal with. The Claydol has also gone to sleep, so Spore is not going to be a viable means of dealing with the meta, at least for now. And I should have checked this, folks, but I'm assuming that Winners Finals is simply a best of 3. Most Pokemon tournaments I've seen, if there's even best of 5 at all, it's Grand Finals. And sometimes not even then. So I'm gonna assume. Somebody let me know if I'm wrong. Call me out. And we're back into this situation. Remember, Nex went hard Registeel last time. He's gonna do it again. Here are some spikes. The spinner has been put to bed. And Eric is gonna go Breloom again on a simple seismic toss. Focus Punch clicked. Wow. I'm trying to think, what is Eric representing that makes him think Bagels is going to want to leave? Like Sky Uppercut, maybe? Sky Uppercut has a small chance to 2-hit if it's a Jolly Breloom into Impish Registeel. Again, more assumptions made by CalcDex. Don't shoot the messenger, folks. And yeah, Mach Punch is all the Breloom is going to be able to do. It put Claydol to sleep and chunked. You know, I'm going to put up a poll on my YouTube channel. There's these terms that we use: chipping a Pokemon, taking a little bit of their health; chunking a Pokemon, taking more. What's the cutoff for you? If you take a third of a Pokemon's health, that's a chunk, right? 25? Is that a chunk or is that still a chip? That's probably like the cutoff for me. Registeel never Impish, it's always like Spadef. Let me see. Specially defensive. In that case, Sky Uppercut is a guaranteed 2-hit KO, but it appears this Breloom was not carrying it. Eric with plenty of time. About 200 seconds remain on the timer. But yeah, Registeel definitely the new hotness. I've been seeing it all over the ladder. Trying to climb out of the 1600s. I have 3 accounts in the 1600s, 1 in the upper 1600s right now, and I'm seeing so much anti-El Clasico technology. It is not the right moment for El Clasico. And I'm curious. It took Eric a while to do this. And I guess he's like, yeah, Houndoom can come in. It's not going to kill the Reggie. Fire Blast doesn't have a shot to kill, but he's got no better play. He gets a burn. That's really nice to have, but you have to allow the Houndoom to get T-waved. And that's problematic. Now it can't deal with the meta. And the meta looks fantastic now. Unless you have, like, counter Blissey. I mean, even, like, Earthquake Fortress. Yeah. And does the meta just come in right now? It puts Eric in a really tough spot. I mean, the Claydol's asleep. Mence, if it's physical Mence, if it's DD Mence, you would imagine that Earthquake would get there. And no lefties, so either... I mean, lead no lefties, you know, strongly suggests we're looking at a CB Metagross. And Earthquake is a... I mean, CB Earthquake is a fine enough click in this spot, I would think. It is a 3-hit KO on Fori. And unless it's like Zap Cannon Fori, you're not too worried about going Mixments, or even just going Claydol trying to wake up. Earthquake is the click, and I feel like if Eric doesn't go Fori here, it's almost representing counter Blissey or something wild like that. Winterbub, welcome. Winterbub, a variety Pokemon streamer, was streaming earlier today, creating some Gen 9 teams. I was gifted a sub to his channel earlier today. Shoutouts to Cricketune for the membership. Jumpy pointing out, yeah, even if Blissey has counter, yeah, CBEQ expected to do 55 to 66% to the Blissey, and then you would think that if this is Mixed Mence, Brick Break from that position, you can live an Ice Beam. Unless it also has like T-Wave and you get like awful Paraluck. Nex has a really good position here. Eric with 2 minutes to try to figure this out. What if Fori has counter? Could be. Flanky saying you could try to get into the 1600 with Registeel if I want. I mean, you live your life, brother. I don't have a particular stake in whether you do or don't get to the 1600s with Reggie. But I'll tell you that when you do get to the 1600s, you're going to see some Reggie. You're going to see some lead Vaporeon, lead Mystic Water, offensive Starmie, lead Doug. Everyone is out to get me right now. Specifically me. People are creating teams, and they're like, this Zets guy thinks he's good enough to hit 1800. We'll see about that. And we're getting the heck out of dodge, and it was counter Fori, and Nex scouts it. The GOAT, dude. And what a Brick Break click. Is that... Holy shit. That did way more than normal. Is this, like, physical Brick Break Mence? Like, DD? What the hell was that? Like, it normally does, like, closer to 40 to 50. 64 to Blissey. I mean, maybe it's... I don't know, maybe... I don't know what kind of Blissey that is. And it is physical Mence. Wow. Yeah. And from here, I mean, Fori can, like, blow the fuck up. But, yeah, the meta just comes in and wins. There's no path forward for Eric. He's just going to spike up for funsies. And it looks like this is all but over. Next, getting a third Dragon Dance and forcing the explosion. And yeah, meta should be able to come in. Could you imagine Protect Blissey in this moment? I can't. knexhawk wins game 1. knexhawk 1 game away from winners, or I'm sorry, grand finals. From grand fucking finals. You literally +6 with Mence here. Holy moly. Jumpy, yeah, good point. That's why you EQ. In case, in a world where Eric decides to bring Protect Blissey. That's more than fair. Alright, I'm on the lookout for game 2. Yeah, Boom would have been cool. But then your differential suffers. You got to keep that in mind, folks. Not that differential matters in an individual tournament. This is why I really wish they were playing on Smog Tours, because you can just see. Kronos, am I planning on playing in Revival? I am in Revival. I want to know right now. Game 2, folks. We're here. Will we catch turn 1? Yes. Oh my god, lead Doug. Doesn't get the kill, though. But it also is EV to live opposing, presumably, BKC Tar EQ. And Nex has succeeded in eliminating Tar. And this is already a fantastic start for our hero. Skarm is here. Is this El Clasico? I'm so limited as a commentator. I see like a Tyranitar or a Skarmory. Everything looks like El Clasico to me. Yeah, my next game, I think I'm playing tomorrow. I play tomorrow evening. Is Double Trap unserious? I wouldn't say it's unserious. There's plenty of teams with more than one trapper. Like Pursuit Tar alongside Doug, Pursuit Tar alongside Mag. There's a lot of different kinds of trappers in the tier. Genexus, I hear you, man. The problem is like I've played like 500 games, maybe less, but a lot of fucking games of Classico. I'm pretty good with Classico. I've taken games off of like some good players with Classico. I understand the team really well. Oh, it's Taunt Skarm. Okay, well that is not the standard Classico structure. So this already suggests this could be something else entirely. Again, if it's Classico, folks, for those of us that don't know, you'd have a Gengar and an Arrow and a Zapdos. So you probably wouldn't want to run Taunt on Skarm because you're happy to trade 3 layers. It's like Superman at home. You don't have a Flygon, mind you, but you have 4 levitating Pokemon. It's not worth a whole move slot. But it's like I really think in a different ladder environment, I think I understand Classico well enough to with a big enough sample size. I keep learning. I keep improving. I think I can get to 1800. But in this environment, it's really tough. And the problem is, just play a different team. Well, I can't pilot other teams quite as well. Because my knowledge is like so confined to like this sample size of 100 games. I know I need to branch out. But enough about me. This is a lot of pressure on Blissey. Nex is going to get out of there. And there is a Gengar here. Okay. Big 5 something. And do you just take a spike here? Yeah. Fire Punch, no burn. Drill Peck. Oh my god, that did so much fucking damage. This is offensive Gengar, it looks like. Because holy moly. Maybe, 46%. A lot of the time in Classico, I will Drill Peck opponent Gengar. I'll take a whole Wisp just so I can Drill Peck because it puts defensive Gar in range of like Arrow, Rock Slide, Arrow, HP Fly in the endgame. But like post Wisp, I'm usually doing like somewhere close to like 19, like 20 some percent. Maybe that's just like the highest possible roll. Anyway. Nexhawk has gotten his chip. He's gotten 1 spike. He's going to protect chip heal. That's the one cool thing about like facing against Gengar with protect Pokemon is like Gengar isn't a Pokemon that really has a great way of punishing protect. You can kind of take your protect chip heal for free a lot of the time. It doesn't have like Baton Pass or like Calm Mind, any kind of boosting move. It doesn't have like Wish. There's like a ton of other times where it's like you want to take your chip, but like it could be risky, and they can call you out and they can hard punish you. Gengar like honestly really can't. This is Vaporeon Dusclops for Nex. Oh, you know what? I think I played Classico into this exact team the other day. It was like right before work, right before I was starting work. I was like, I'll just queue up on ladder, 1 quick match. And it was not a quick match because... Nice. Okay. Fire Punch just did 20% though. Oh, he lives and rests. He gets the rest. There's a slow Vaporeon on the team that can like get slow baton passes after it wishes to like support its teammates. Very, very annoying. This is Aroma Blissey. So, like, Classico likes to make progress by getting spikes and, like, you know, wisping things with Gengar. Again, this might not be Classico. This looks more like some sort of Big Five. But it's a terrible matchup against this squad from Nex. You can, you know, Aroma the Toxic from Zapdos and Swampert. You can Aroma the Wisp. You can Wish up everybody that's taking, like, all this Spikes chip damage. It's a big problem. Now, the taunt on Blissey is actually huge. Yeah, so now Blissey is... Oh, wow. Eric just sends an explosion. Probably the most value he was going to get. It was a burn Gengar at like 20% or something. Zapdos is here. Could just be Big 5 Zap. And next is going to sack the Skarm. Here's the Claydol. And again, we do think that there is a Vaporeon last. Buzz thinking that it's over. Well, I will say that this Blissey, it being at 45%, it can't come in on Electric move. But there's a huge spin. Skarmory's at 16%. That cannot stand up to a Seismic Toss from Bliss. And now with the spikes gone, yeah. Yeah, this looks very, very difficult. Like, these are the kinds of teams that, like, absolutely obliterate a lot of, like, the common, like, Classico type structures. Unclear if there is, like, a Blissey alongside a Swampert here. Yeah, and we finally clear the weather, and it is completely over. I would say that this is it's completely done. The Toxic Mist is insult to injury, but was going to be highly unnecessary. Seismic Toss actually just kills there. Yeah, no more spikes. Swampert comes in, but to what avail? There's no sand. There's no spikes. Again, there's a Vaporeon with Wish here. Aromatherapy Blissey that hasn't even clicked a single heal button. This is not a team that is, you know, equipped to try to stall out these Water Absorb. Oh my god. Eric's not going to give up. He's too much of a gamer, but GG. Good stuff to knexhawk. Grand fucking finals of a huge-ass revival tournament. Why did bro keep the nicknames on this team everybody recognizes? I guess for Aura. I guess he's farming Aura at this time. You got your Wish. You can go to Bliss, like, absolutely for free. I would expect Drill Peck Zap. With a better roll and a crit, maybe you actually kill the Blissey there. And if you do, perhaps Zap can kind of go off. But yeah, now you've been toxicked, and it's completely over. Is Vaporeon not, like, fully fledged OU? A lot of, like, the fringe, like, ones on the cusp, I'm never, like, quite sure. Perhaps it is UUBL. Someone in the chat is going to correct me in about 3 seconds. It is BL. Okay. Yeah, next bringing 2 BLs. Pert comes in. Man, and that is health that Zap is never getting back. Yeah, you protect stall the Toxic. And Eric just doesn't have a good play. Does not have a good play. You can go Claydol or Blissey for free. Yeah, it's completely over. Drill Peck, Seismic Toss, Toxic kills. Swampert comes in, clicks the right button. And it's... The rest of this game is going to be largely... It's going to be... I always forget the term. I'm looking for a word that means... like, we're going through the motions, we're doing it because we kind of have to, even though it ultimately isn't going to matter. Wild Rumpus, welcome. Welcome to the end of the stream. It appears that in a matter of moments, Nex should be closing this one out and winning the set 2-0. Eric understanding and accepting it. 2 GGs in the chat. Will they play it out, or will Eric forfeit? And he forfeits. Wow. And unless this is a best of 5, I think it's a best of 3. Unless it's a best of 5, knexhawk is in grand finals of Old Money Open 2. How about that? That's fucking crazy, dude. The absolute GOAT, the madman. knexhawk, congratulations. Next, join a voice call with me, man. Hold on, I'm gonna fucking call your ass. I'm calling your ass. You better pick up. knexhawk, you are in grand finals of Old Money 2? How do you feel?
Feels hype, man. I was a little worried because Eric fucking loves sub Calm Mind Jirachi, and there's no Pokemon I hate more in the game than getting 20% Ice Punch frozen.
Dude, I know. Sometimes that thing can just 6-0 teams out of nowhere. It's happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
We've all been there. What a set.
So close to bringing Pillow Swine. I didn't do it because I was too scared. But I almost did it. I was practicing with xxEricxx earlier, and he was telling me bring Pillow Swine.
That would have been dope. If this went to a game 3, be honest, do you think you would have dug down deep enough to find it in your heart to bring it, or are you gonna bring another comfort pick?
I had a comfort pick with that I switched the lead up on. If I said to xxEricxx, if it goes to game 4 somehow, I'll bring Pillow Swine.
Game 4.
The first game had 3 explosions, so it could happen.
Could happen. Absolutely could happen. Let's talk a little bit about the set. Let me pull up game 1 real quick. I've got game 2 open already, obviously. All right. So yeah, mix off. Yeah, the DD Brick Break Ments. I've seen people on ladder bring DD Brick Break Refresh HP Fly. Tell me about the construction of this team and how you felt about game 1.
Well, this is the normal Dragon Dance Ments standard. You're 120 HP, but it just replaced Brick Break or Earthquake with Brick Break. There's no refresh here. But,
yeah.
I built this a while ago and changed it a bit. It's kind of just one of those punch through Skarmory, punch through Swampert, hope they don't click Protect too many times kind of teams.
Mm-hmm.
If you played ladder today, you would have seen me playing with it because I was wasting my time at work while my company's getting fined hundreds of thousands of dollars playing this.
Wonderful. Well, at least somebody was doing something productive at your company today.
Exactly. And I was a little worried seeing the Zapdos because Eric leads 80% tar, so I was purely fishing that. And this is a team I had to look through his little showdown replay thing, and I found it, but it had a lot of unrevealed stuff. He never brought it. I never saw that counter 4E. I was kind of just thinking what would screw me if that.
I know. We were all speculating on the mic and in the chat. We were like, how could he lose this? So, what if it's counter 4E? And to see you play around it was pretty hype. That was maybe the hypest moment of the whole set.
Yeah, I was real happy with that Tyranitar crit on the Swampert. I don't know if that was some Protect or Roar or whatever, the Hydro Pump, whatever it had. Clearly my team isn't particularly great in the Swampert. So it's kind of just you use the Tyranitar with the adamant 252 attack double edge to do as much as you possibly can to it and then die. To set up the Metagross has double edge, so that was my backup.
I love CB Metagross double edge. Love that shit, especially to get through the common switch-ins like the waters, like Swampert, Milo coming in.
Yeah, I like it. It's the move that doesn't miss too, because there's so many times you just be like, okay, there's a Moltres or a Zapdos coming in, and then you just whiff the Rock Slide and have to leave. And
I mean, what are you gonna do? Run HP Rock? That's
I've actually
ABR
done
thing.
that. I hate missing moves. I almost always try to run the most accurate version of the move unless I have no choice.
Let's be honest. Game 2, you get this lead dug in front of the tar. Jumpy, maybe somewhat tongue-in-cheek, said GG like immediately in the chat. Like, how good did you feel in this moment, and how comfortable did you feel throughout the entirety of Game 2?
I felt really good seeing the Tyranitar, but then it kind of went downhill when I saw the Taunt Scarm, because none of his teams he's used have used the Taunt Scarm with it.
Right.
I expected to at least be able to, one of the two games, to fish the Tar lead, and getting rid of it immediately was good. He definitely blundered with the Gengar a bit. It probably wasn't Taunt, but my Blissey, I've used his team a bunch before. It does not have Ice Beam. This is Mono Seismic Toss.
Wow,
It
yeah.
doesn't even have Thunder Wave. It's Toxic Seismic Toss, so my game plan into Gengar is kind of just hit it with whatever's on the field. And if not, there's the Dusclops.
Right. Yeah. Just felt like you had a great matchup here, and I did not. By the way, I don't know if this was as remarkable to you as it was to me. I didn't expect your Drill Peck to do 46 to Gengar. Maybe I'm used to running into like more defensive Gengars.
Yeah, you're used to the standard actual good set. I think offensive Gengar kind of sucks, but that's what he's running. So it's just I calced it. I made sure I took my time for this game. I'm usually a clicker. That is a 252 special attack, 252 speed, timid Gengar right there.
Yeah, right. Like this is never living a single pursuit from anything. Like Murkrow Pursuit is one-shotting this guy. Maybe not actually, but
it actually might. Murkrow's got decent offense. Not that it'll ever get the chance to use it.
True.
I thought maybe he would bring this over a normal Gengar into me because I load so much fucking Umbreon, which honestly, offensive Gengar is better into Umbreon because it's 2 KO'd by Pursuit either way. It probably is. I would think it would be Hypnosis if he clicked it, but just with clicking Fire Punch, he clearly doesn't have Thunderbolt. I don't think he would have Ice Punch, or he'd be trying to click it like Dusclops.
Yeah, I know you can't.
Grass and something else.
I don't know if you have my screen up, but that turn 15 where he Fire Punches again, ends up getting burned. Maybe it was playing for the role where he does eventually kill the Dusclops. Barely didn't. You get the rest off. Buzz, I think, made a good point saying you get spikes up and Taunt Gengar should farm, but this wasn't Taunt.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's
tough.
not really much counterplay to the Taunt Gengar on this team. Outside of the Dusclops with Shadow Ball, you kind of have to... That's why I packed with the Scarm, just in case he was Taunt. So I can at least get some chip on it, and if it's defensive Gengar, I'm pretty sure it lives a hit from Dusclops, because Dusclops is weak as hell.
Well,
That's an understatement. The thing does like 25% to Celebi.
Very well done, man. This has been like the tournament run of a lifetime for you. I mean, not including this, right? Like, what do you think you would say like your best like result has been going into Old Money 2? I haven't really played a great deal of bracket Gen 3. I went 5-1 in Mushi last season, but my best bracket run I think was some seasonal for current Gen OU a few years ago. I was top 8. I lost to the SPL runner-up or whatever. Was Anton or something? I forget his name. No
I was
shame
too
in
scared
that.
to load stall. Yeah, I loaded stall every single game, every single set until the last game, and because I got scared.
Well, I'm glad you stuck to your guns this time, and it paid off.
Oh yeah.
You're
it
in
was
grand
only over in
finals.
45 turns. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I was telling the story before you joined of running into you on the ladder yesterday using Classico into this exact team and talking about how much bullshit it was. But again, man, congrats. This is crazy. How many entrants are there in this tournament? You're in grand finals of like a pretty big
think
tournament.
It was in the 150 range because there's a preliminary and I think it was a 128 player bracket. I didn't have to play the preliminary. Thankfully, I didn't feel like doing that.
Right. Well, this is a statement placement. Regardless, you're guaranteed top 2 at this point, and you're gonna have an advantage in grands. Obviously, let me know when it's happening. Hope that we can cover it.
Now, I think. Yeah, I'm really excited being because they guarantee a play-in spot for Gymvite if you get top 2. That's what I was gunning for, and I got it.
Oh,
So
dude,
even if I lose,
that's sick, dude. So you're confirmed at least in the play-ins for Gymvite 3. Congrats.
Yeah, I can go out. I can go out 0-3 in Revival now. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to be better than that.
All right, so what you're saying is we are going to be seeing some pillow swine in your Rev 3 matches in the coming weeks. I'll be looking out for that.
If I find myself against a 1300, pillow swine's coming.
Okay.
I'm a little scared after losing the first game. I won't lie, but
you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's funny how you make grand finals of this and lose literally round 1.
I know,
against some guy.
Some random guy I've never heard of who's got the RNG of a lifetime. But I guess it's just really. That's kind of how Pokemon works. Sometimes you just play better, or even if you play worse, you just get screwed by the luck. I am thankful it was pretty even this game, the set. I didn't really hack too hard. The crit at game 1, but he burned my Registeel, which automatically ended the game after that. So.
Right. Yeah, I'd say that was a good set. Your preparation was fantastic, and it definitely paid off. Congrats again, man. I will try to stream if possible. I might sadly be out of town 2 weeks from now. We'll talk. We'll try to make it happen. If I can't stream it, I'm going to convince someone to. I'm going to convince fucking Tetra or somebody on the Revival channel. It's grand fucking finals, man. But
yeah.
Have you looked at the bracket? Like, do you know like rough who has to play? There's like loser semis. Do you know who has to play Eric now? Like, have you been following that?
They haven't played yet, but it's I believe Scooty versus Adam. I don't really know too much about either of them except they're pretty good. Adam was my Mushi teammate for the first season I played. He was solid and clearly getting here. I think Eric beat Adam earlier in the tournament. I don't know who beat Scooty, but
nice, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're playing this weekend. I'd have to double check that. Yeah, it's Friday they're playing.
Word. What else is Friday? Oh yeah, Battle of the Week, folks. Stay tuned. Battle of the Week between. I gotta remember this. Is it Spreek and Fredazi? Colin versus Fredazi. This Friday.
Yeah, Colin's loading like Miltank or whatever garbage he said he was gonna load.
Yo, spoilers, but tune in. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna call it for now. I love to get these like hit and run streams. We catch a set. I get back to being a human being. And
yeah, man.
Again, congrats, man. So happy for you. Proud of you. Such a sick run to just see like unfold. Zetscourt is just like doing it so big right now. Butterfree undefeated. We're unstoppable.
Butterfree's winning the tournament, man.
Yeah,
there's no one stopping him.
I have him going all the way too. Good stuff,
if I had
man.
to fill out like a bracket for it, it's him. But thank you, man. It was fun.
Got to draft into my fantasy league. All right, I'll talk to you, bro.
Yep.
Peace.
See you, man.
Thanks again to everybody for watching. This has been Zets covering Old Money 2 Winners Finals. knexhawk taking a 2-0 over Eric. Great stuff. We'll be back. There will be more. There will be additional content. But until then, I'm going to probably make a pizza with my girlfriend and do something else. We'll see you, gamers.